Welcome to the podium press conference. We are here with our winning coach, Luigi Video. Coach Luigi, congratulations. Coach, after game one, you talked about needing better discipline offensively and more consistent energy on both ends. Where did you feel your team identity showed up the most here in game two?
Yeah, well, first of all, best wishes for Bolbol. As you also said, we wish him well. This team is tough. I mean, they've been to the finals the last two conferences, all Filipinos. Sabiya's not anymore here, but they're the remaining team. So we know what TNT is about, right? So you just felt in that first game that they kind of picked us apart. They were deliberate in what they did. They had their points of attack. You felt like it was a playoff game the way they were playing both ends of the court, offense and defense. I think coach also reminded them that it has to feel like a playoff game, right? And we've had a game where we played rain or shine without an import, right? And we paid the price, we lost that game. So we know how important this is. We've been to 4 finals before this when we faced Ginebra, and every time in the series we've had injuries. So we had a bit of luck this time.
Thank you, Coach. We now open the floor for questions from our fans from the test.
Congratulations. Obviously, yung injury ni Ball will be drastic shift sa series. How are you gonna approach that? Especially TNT looks like may importance lang ng kapalit on Sunday.
Yeah, well, we got a little bit of a break. We've been to a lot of series, and the things that come to mind is our 4 finals appearance against Ginebra. We've always had guys down: Alapag, De Ocampo, JD, Cliff, Raymond Almazan. So it's kind of, you have to take advantage of these opportunities, right? And we don't know who they're bringing in, but obviously Ball is a different kind of player. They started to figure it out. He was passing the ball. We can't control right now what they're doing. All that we can control is we need to get back to the drawing board a little bit, see the video, clean up a little bit of the mistakes, and then maybe once we find out about that import, then we can talk about it. But I think it'll probably be a game time decision already on how to defend that guy.
Chris, even if there was no injury or whatever, are you guys came into this game so determined to bounce back, especially you were pretty close to taking game one last Thursday?
Yeah, for us, we just wanted to beat, and it's unfortunate what happened to Bo because we want him out there. There's nobody on our team that says that they don't want him out there because we want him out there. We want to play against him. We want to play against the best, and it's just really unfortunate that what happened today happened today. So our prayers are with Bo, in his recovery and whatever else is next for him. But like Coach Luigi said, we've had our share of injuries with imports as well. Sue Brimo was one of those imports when we were playing really well, and then the same thing kind of happened to him. So I've learned throughout my years that it is part of the game, and you have to keep pressing forward because this is a series, and that's just part of basketball, unfortunately. So for us, it's just about staying focused. Even though we had a game plan with Bull, that doesn't change for us. We're still going to have a game plan for the locals, for whoever comes in next, and then it's really up to us to execute it properly. And I think that was the difference between what happened in game one is our execution faltered. We could have had that game, but if we focus more on execution and the little details of what will make us successful, then we'll be successful regardless of if they have to import him.
Kung siyempre without Ball, parang experience yan with Rain or Shine, there was no import, but tinapos kayo, but was that also in your back of your minds nung wala nang import yung TNT? Are you able to deal with that against the talented TNT local group?
Well, coach said some things at the half that I think connected with the guys. Kasi sometimes pag walang import, no import, you can then put pressure in it, right? But at this point, it doesn't matter who you're facing out there. You're just holding guys to a higher standard. It'd be embarrassing for us if we lose today to another team without an import, diba? But the first half, we were not shooting the ball as well. Some calls here and there. They were set, and then second half, you have to give it to them. Our Pogoy still shot 8 out of 13 from 2-point field goal. He was 10 out of 21, totaled 47%. Oftana, Calvin was 6 out of 11, 2 points. So this type of guys, Pogoy, Oftana, Heading, they are in their element when they get downhill. You know, they've been here 10 years, they run the dribble drive, they can hit the three, but when they start dribbling and they start getting into the paint, and they make you pay for it, they're hard to stop, right? So it's evident now that we still have our hands full. Wala na nga silang import, and these guys still play. Came down to almost the last possession, it was down to 3. The thing for us is right now, whoever that import is, he's not really he's not gonna be used to the PBA. So sometimes those things fall to your lap. And I'm saying that we have to take advantage of those opportunities. It won't be an easy game. Sure, they're gonna get a quality import, but import's one thing. The locals of Tomatex, that's why they've been back-to-back finals. That's why those guys are called upon. They're tough, right? They started 0-3, they figured it out. And we have to pay close attention to them for Sunday's game. You know, they did back-to-back times. We put Noon on R at the start just to show us the respect we have for him. But we know how big these guys are gonna come in. Those Heading, Batak, Oftana, Pogoy, those four.
That ends our post-game press conference. Thank you everyone. Congratulations, Coach Vivian.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.